What's up, what's up, what's up? We are Sam 100.7, Tony Rose with you. The one time a year when that song is just right on the money, man. Dan Fogelberg right there with the Run for the Roses. And we are so fired up because in the studio with us, a good friend of the show and just somebody all of Southern Kentucky's rooting for, along with Teuflesberg, Gary Logdson, owner of Teuflesberg. I'm getting the name right? Is that the right pronunciation?
You've got it right.
Now, thank you so much for stopping by. I know your schedule is absolutely off this world busy. You said you're actually heading up to Louisville from here, but real quick, kind of get us up to speed on everything that is going on with Teuflesberg, yourself, and everything with the Derby.
Teuflesberg had his final workout for the Derby on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he worked an easy 5/8 of a mile, well in hand.
Right.
And he came back from that work in wonderful condition. I went Sunday afternoon to inspect him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a blemish on him, and he's as cocky as he ever was.
Well, that's what and that's what it takes to win the Derby. You got to have that Derby attitude, I guess, when you get out there. Now, for the folks out there who kind of watch the Derby, may not understand all the little intricacies with it. Now, the Derby is how long of a race?
It's a mile and a quarter.
Mile and a quarter, and this is right in Teufelsberg Alley, right? This is what he excels at.
There are those who have thought that this horse was a sprinter because he shows so much speed, and they're wrong.
Yeah.
The horse has speed, of course, but
Right.
he has the stamina to run from here to the Rocky Mountains.
Well, that's big.
And he's very, very fit.
Wow. Now, of course, in the Kentucky Derby, I know this has got to be overwhelming for you. Kind of tell us what's going on in your world with your family and with I guess, everybody involved with the horse as well right now. What are the emotions you guys are feeling right now?
Well, we all want to be near the horse.
Yeah.
And I'm taking two of my youngest children, Emma, who's 7, and Cole, who is 9,
Right.
with me today. And Emma was with me Sunday for the inspection. You got to have kids involved because this is all about fun, and it's all about the glory of the horse and the beauty of the horse. And we'll be leaving today, and we'll be out of town until Sunday.
Right, and of course, right through the Derby there, and of course, the Derby happened Saturday. Tradition that first Saturday in May, and kind of tells a little bit about how you came to know Teufelsberg and acquire, and a little bit about the name. Just give us some history on the horse.
Teufelsberg was offered first for sale in the Fasig-Tipton Select Sale in July of 2005.
Right.
He was a buyback at a price of $55,000. That means the owners who consigned him bought him back. He was taken to the Fasig-Tipton October Sale, which is the last of the major sales of yearlings for any given year, and there, the owners had decided apparently not to protect him, and they passed him through the ring, and I had expected to pay a hefty sum of money for him. In fact, I thought he would be outside my budget, and he wasn't.
Wow.
So we purchased this horse for a mere $9,000, but that doesn't...
Wow.
We've known from day one that this horse was very special.
What an investment payoff!
First time the trainer exercises this horse, and she came back from his first serious work as a baby.
Yeah.
And she got off the horse. She called me and she said, "Are you sitting down?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I just got off your Derby horse." I said, "You're kidding me."
Wow.
Well, she was right. I didn't really believe her.
Yeah.
At the time, though I knew she was quite capable, having been around a lot of Derby horses and some real heavy-duty champions when she worked for Mr. Zito and Mr. Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
So she knew what she was talking about.
Wow. Now, what's it going to be like rubbing elbows with those guys come Saturday?
Oh, it'll be just fun. They're just like everyone else. Britches go on one leg at a time.
Unbelievable. Of course, your trainer, you're talking about Jamie Sanders, another local product here from the Mammoth Cave area. I know she's working hard on this as well. I know she's got to be a nervous wreck right about now, too, right?
Yes, she's called me already this morning, and she is indeed a nervous wreck. But she's a very, very kind person who seems to relish animals, particularly horses, cats, and dogs. So all you horse, cat, and dog lovers out there, you've got yourself a mentor.
And of course, too, I was looking the rider, your jockey for the race. Wow, you really hit the lottery on this one.
Yes, we did, and I'm very proud of Stewart Elliott, and I think that we will see a very, very fine, well-judged ride by Stewart, who's been there and done it and knows what it takes.
Rode a horse by the name of Smarty Jones that some people may have heard of.
It doesn't get any better.
Now, what kind of advantage does it have having somebody on that horse that has already, won the race before? What kind of advantage does that give Teuflesberg on Saturday?
Well, Teufelsberg is a smart animal. He'll know who the rider is. He'll know by the feel of this rider that this is the one that he ran well for, and he knows when he wins.
Right.
Sometimes he thinks he wins when he loses because he gallops on out past his opposition, just so he can tell all the horses back at the barn that he won. But the horses don't know any better since they're in the stall and they didn't get to watch the race.
Right.
But he's a very, very bright animal. Exceedingly so.
Yeah.
And he will react and he will perform for Stewart Elliott at a very high level.
Very good, very good. Well, we're excited about it. And real quick, I know you're busy. You got to get up to Louisville. Give us the name, the history of how the Teufelsberg. What a unique name. And that's one thing about Derby horses in general. They always have the most unique names, but this is one of the more unique ones. Kind of give us the history of the name of the horse.
As a young redneck country boy, I joined the Army at age 19, and for one reason or another, the Army selected me to go to the Defense Language Institute at Monterey, California, and they taught me to speak German. I could hardly speak English and still have great difficulty with it. But they did teach me enough to, get by.
Right.
And I was assigned to Berlin, and Berlin, which is a very low-lying area on the Hindenburg Plain, a mere 12, 15, 20 feet above sea level, had an artificial mountain made from the rubble that had been Berlin. And it was out in the countryside near a major forest. And the Germans had appropriately named this mountain Teufelsberg, which is Devil's Mountain.
Right.
And we, the intelligence unit or agency that I work for, had a signal intelligence station at the very top of this mountain, obviously for the purpose of intercepting signals from radio and so forth. And that's where I worked.
Yeah.
So I spent 3 years off and on at Teufelsberg, and I'd always wanted to name a horse Teufelsberg. And when this horse came by, I named him Teufelsberg.
Time to use that name. Well, good luck coming up this Saturday, the 133rd Kentucky Derby, and representing Southern Kentucky, Gary Logson's horse Teufelsberg, rode by Stewart Elliott. We're excited about it. Couldn't be happier for you guys, and of course Jamie Sanders, the trainer, and the whole gang, your family. I know this will change your life, not only just being in the Derby, but if you should win it. Oh my goodness, we won't talk about that, but I want to get you back on after that for sure. It'll be a great day for Southern Kentucky.
Well, I'll see you again then.
All right, well, good deal. Gary Logdson, owner of Teufelsberg. Look for Teufelsberg, rode by Stewart Elliott in this year's Kentucky Derby Saturday, representing Southern Kentucky. I'm so fired up about it, man. We are Sam 100.7. It's 8:20. Good morning.